Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to the most important arc in Martin. This should be interesting. Without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? The most important arc in Martin. Would it be when he lost his job? Or would it be when he broke up with Gina and got back with her? I don't know. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Today we're looking at the arc that redefined Martin. 7 episodes that knock Martin off his pedestal, tear down on everything that he thinks he is, and forces him to rebuild from the ground up. Alright, so let's not waste any time here. Let's just get straight into it.
What are we waiting for?
Let's do it.
So we start out in the episode Hoedown in Motown, and Martin and Sean are wondering where Stan is.
You seen Stan around? He's been gone for 3 days.
But unfortunately, Martin finds out the hard way that Stan actually owes back taxes.
When you see Mr. Winters, will you tell him he has 1 week to pay his back taxes, or we're going to have to shut down this station?
And instead of Stan fixing it, Stan decides to sell the entire station to a new owner who wants to turn Detroit into a country radio market.
The man is on my ass, man.
Next caller.
Hello, Martin. Don't worry about the money because I've taken care of everything. I sold WZUP.
Now Martin hates this, but he still loves radio and he still needs a job, so he does what he has to do, leans into the fake country persona, does the cowboy hats, the boots, the accent, the whole package, but it's terrible. And the new owner tells him it's terrible, he blames him for the bad ratings, and the vibe is real bad at this point.
Our numbers are in the crapper, Marty. And frankly, I blame you. I thought you was gonna bring a kind of urban gangster cowboy kind of thing.
How the fuck you expect him to do that with country music? Don't nobody listen to no country music, dog. Not no motherfucking Detroit, nigga. You got the game fucked up, bro. Don't nobody in Detroit listen to no goddamn country music. And if they do, it's a few. So you was already in... man, this dude right here. Stan played the fuck out of him, but he played himself.
See? It just ain't happening.
It all boils over with Martin snapping on him live on air, cussing him out, and getting fired.
Tell you something about our new owner, Red McMaster. That man, he's doing this commercial with his pump. Marty,
What?
you funny as hell. And you fired.
This is the first time in the series that his career, the thing his whole identity is built around, is completely ripped away from him. And so in the season 2 finale, Martin is officially jobless. He tries to get hired at another station, but word travels fast that nobody wants to touch the loudmouth DJ who cussed out his boss live on radio. So he pivots into hustling. He buys up damaged products from a burnt down store, and he even teams up with Bruh-Man to sell
Winnie
fake
Hutton
Houston t-shirts at a concert. But all of these things fail.
Ain't nobody trying to follow these.
Winnie Hutton.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, Witty Hutton, Gina.
Bro, man can't spell.
And meanwhile, his
Fuck with the
bills
slow
stacking
bop,
up and
Gina, with the
pressure
slow
setting
bop.
in. Gina offers him her engagement ring to help cover his rent, and he actually considers it for a minute, but when he looks at her, the guilt sets in and he knows he's slipping. He gives it back to her and he walks out a broken man.
Look at me. I'm jobless. I'm living off my woman. Now I'm trying to sell your engagement ring.
Look, baby, wait.
No, don't check it. We good.
No, look, it's
Gina,
only
I fell off.
temporary, Mark.
Gina, I fell off
Baby,
this year.
it's only...
But that's when he made his next big mistake. He stops by the old station and ends up talking to Sean for a bit, who gives him some vague advice about seeing the world and finding himself.
So you were saying something about a rut, man.
Hey, I was in one before I came to Detroit.
So how'd you turn things around?
I hit the road. I took off and saw the world, man.
Man, Martin takes this literally and just disappears, leaving Gina, Pam, Cole, and Tommy watching a VHS tape that he left behind, creating a crazy cliffhanger going into season 3.
The reason I'm coming at y'all like this is because I don't want you to talk me out of doing what I gotta do. I'm gonna take some time to myself, all right? You know, try to get myself together, find out who I am, Gina.
And so season 3 opens up with Gina absolutely unraveling. She doesn't know what to do. She's looking for any way to contact Martin. As she's looking through the mail, she ends up finding one of Martin's old canceled checks with a Michigan address on it, and so the crew decides to head out and investigate.
Look, it's a canceled check of Martin's. It's dated last week and it's made out to the Golden Palace.
No, Gina. Do you realize that place is 6 hours from here?
Not the way I drive. Oh, God.
And when they find him, he's seemingly joined a cult.
Najee Rabba.
He is now Shaquille Sunflower, laying on a bed of nails and talking to a rock. So when the room clears, Gina and the gang bust into the temple and they beg him to leave and try to talk to him with reason and logic, but ultimately he refuses and actually blames them for all of his problems.
Let's go home, okay? We'll talk about everything. We'll work everything out, okay?
My quest for knowledge has not yet reaced completion.
You're running from yourself, not trying to find yourself.
I'm here because of all of you. You talk about that rock, you need to talk about the rest of me.
As they're leaving though, Gina drops a line that's basically an ultimatum.
I love you, but you are pushing me to the limit. I'll be there for you, Martin. I've been there, but I won't wait forever. I don't know any woman who could do that.
So after Gina and everybody leaves, the cult leader re-enters the frame and actually tries to seduce Martin.
But before you can become high priest, there is a special ceremony you must go through. And it starts right now.
Martin panics, realizing that he's an idiot, and uses the rock to escape, closing out the episode. So in the next episode, Martin returns. We now open to Martin in the phone booth. He's calling Gina, he's calling Cole, and he's ready to come home. And when he gets there, Martin and Gina finally reconnect again, and it's a super emotional moment, but it only takes a few minutes for him to start complaining about how she moved all his stuff and repainted his walls, showing that deep down, this guy really hasn't changed at all.
This ain't my stuff, Gina. Where my do the right thing posted, Gina? My do the right thing posted that reminds people what they got to do.
Go with my color scheme.
You rented your apartment to who, Gina?
Pam, you got a problem with that, Martin?
Yes, I got a problem with it. I got a big problem. Where my bowl of marbles?
So Gina's upset, he's upset, and Gina ultimately decides to go stay with Pam for a bit while they're kind of working all these things out. But low key, Tommy is kind of making his move on Pam, because as he's helping her move in, there's this spark that officially begins between them. And this sets up the seeds for the relationship that's going to happen later on in this season. So I thought that was kind of a cool little detail they had.
What's sad is they undid all this shit in the next season, which is crazy.
In there as far as like changing the dynamic going forward. But anyway, Tommy and Cole now go check on Martin now that he's back and talk to him for the first time, and Martin rants to them about how enlightened he is now. But Tommy actually just calls him out and basically tells him that he's out of touch and he's got to get it together. You know, he doesn't have anything, no job, no girlfriend, no nothing. And he tells him that Gina's going to be gone for good if he doesn't shape up.
As the river flows, so goes the salmon. Bro, you in trouble. He ain't got no salmon. Okay, no salmon, no Gina, no job, no nothing. You dropping that temple science ain't cutting it, bro. Gina gone. She at Pam's, Martin. Pam's, you got to do something.
So after all that, Gina comes back for another conversation, and they agree that they both need a little bit more time apart.
We need to be committed to one another. I mean, we just can't jump up and run away every time we have a problem. I just need some time.
Okay, I mean, I kind of expected this, Gina. I mean, hey, do what you got to do, baby. I understand.
I'm going to stay at Pam's.
No, I'll be here, because where I'm going to go, I ain't going nowhere. I'm lucky enough to get my place back. I'm going to be right here, even if it takes forever.
This episode actually ends on kind of a positive note because you got Martin showing up at Pam's apartment at the end of the episode with a fresh haircut, some flowers, a movie, and some popcorn. And of course, he's framing it like he's just bringing it for Gina, but of course, he wants her to invite him in, and then they sit together and watch the movie, you know, yada yada. And she does, and so it ends up being a nice little moment.
Also, I knew with that popcorn you might want to get up under the blanket, so I brought your favorite blanket. Well, you know I can help you eat that popcorn if you twisted my arm.
Get in here, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. It took me so long, girl.
But in the next episode, we see Gina begging Martin Martin to put his pride to the side and go down to the unemployment office, because up to this point, he's still struggling with that. He doesn't want to work a job that he doesn't want to do, or something that he can't be the best at, or anything like that. So eventually, he realizes that the unemployment office is actually his last opportunity.
Martin. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. Why don't you just go down to the unemployment office?
I can't go to no unemployment office,
Gina.
Somebody
might recognize me.
The only way I'll go, if it's my last resort.
And when Martin walks into the unemployment office, you can see every ounce of pride drain out.
Say what's
He
up?
shows up with this ridiculous disguise.
Man, sit your ass down.
People are gonna swarm him, or worse.
I ain't got
recognize
time
he's
for
fallen
Jim
off.
Kelly over there.
But nobody recognizes him, of course, and that
I got
makes
time for
it
Richard
more
Roundtree
embarrassing.
over there.
Don't nobody know you, honey.
Looking like a
They know
fake
me,
ass
Myra.
Jim
Everybody
Kelly.
knows me. But watch where I'm going, man, huh? I say what's
What's
up.
up?
I say what's up.
Man, sit your ass down.
Realizing the world didn't just move on from him, but that they barely knew he was there in the first place. And once he starts working the temp jobs that they give him, that reality check starts to get even louder. He tries working at a fast food spot, but quits after not getting a manager position after just 1 week.
Welcome to Hoochie Burger. May I take your
Order, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't hear you.
You're gonna have to speak directly into the hoochie.
And then he works as a mail carrier, and he ends up quitting that job extremely quickly as well.
Martin, you didn't quit your job again, did you?
You're damn right.
You're right.
I've been there 24 hours. They could at least bump me up the head mailman.
And then lastly, he gets the floor buffer job, which is the one that he actually sticks with. You can literally see the shift between all three of these jobs, from the frustration to the humiliation, and then finally the acceptance of the situation that he's in. And when he gets his first check, it really hits him differently. It's not much, but he earned it, and for the first time in this whole arc, you see a Martin that's genuinely proud and grateful.
What we rolling with? What we rolling with?
$77.43.
Damn. Damn, that's a garbage ass check.
You know what? Maybe you better take this home. Put it in the account. You know, because somebody might come in here and try to get me for my 7 cents. Like this, get off my cell.
This is the first real sign that he's actually rebuilding himself. And in the next episode, Martin gets paid. Gina is behind the scenes pulling some strings, and she ends up getting Martin an interview for a TV hosting gig. And Martin reacts exactly how you'd expect he would. He's super hyped, but he does no preparation. He shows up with no audition tape, no examples of his work, no plan at all.
I'm Gloria Rodriguez. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Let's see your audition tape.
No, I didn't bring no audition tape.
If you don't have an audition tape, then we have nothing to talk about.
But after learning that he actually needed an audition tape, he lies and says he has one, and then tries to throw one together really quick. He drags his friends into creating this chaotic Jerry Springer knockoff type of talk show in his own living room, complete with fake guests, fake drama, and storylines, with Martin trying to kind of wing.
I mean, it was the 90s back then. You never know.
And they just kind of don't.
At what point did you decide to become a shoplifter? I mean, it's right there. I mean,
So it bombs super hard. But the part that matters
I
is
ain't
what
Gina.
happens after this. Because Martin ultimately doesn't get the job, but he's still able to put his pride to the side and sit down with Gloria and have a real talk with her and beg her and talk about how much he wants this and show his passion.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with somebody else.
right in my face, you gonna tell me you gonna go? Okay. You could have called me when I got home and Miss Rodriguez, look, check this out. I don't get my own show. I'm cool with that. I'm not afraid to start again, work my way up to the top. I can prove it if you just give me the chance.
I have one more opening. How does associate producer sound to you?
And so she gives him the associate producer job. You know, it's not glamorous, but it's steady, and it's the first real building block in Martin's second chapter here. So by this point, Martin has been humbled, broken down, and put through the fire, but his relationship with Gina is still uncertain. He wants her to move back in, but she's not ready yet. So Martin tries to do what he knows best, make a grand gesture.
As you know, I would not call you unless I was desperate. I need you to get Gina over here tonight. I'm ready to convince my baby this is where she belongs. I want her back home with her man. I want her to move in with me.
He sets up a whole romantic dinner with candles and the whole nine, But Gina doesn't show up, and he's absolutely devastated. And you see him in this super vulnerable state. And I think this is the most vulnerable you ever really see Martin in the show, because he's absolutely devastated here, and he's singing and he's talking to a picture of Gina.
Break up the makeup, girl. That's a gang for fools, Gina. We can't be doing this. Things a little shaky right now, deep down in my heart, Gina. I still feel that fire, that desire.
And then he starts to sing his heart out.
Remember when I used to
love? And that's when Gina walks in behind him.
Then I lay out you if you're
She joins the song, harmonizing with him perfectly, and it turns into one of the most emotional scenes in the entire series. Two people finally meeting in the middle, and they choose each other again, not out of habit, not out of comfort, but out of growth. This is the true emotional closure of the arc and the moment that launches the new version of their relationship moving forward.
Gina, you really love me, don't you, girl?
I'll always love you, baby.
The 7-episode stretch was the destruction and reconstruction of Martin Payne as a partner, as a man, as a character. This arc closed the door on the Wild DJ era and opened the door to a more grounded, mature Martin for the rest of the series. Martin lost everything here, but piece by piece, he ended up building himself back up, and that's the arc that redefined Martin.
I agree. I think this was a stepping stone for Martin's character. I just wish that it would have been a stepping stone for everybody else as well. I feel like there could have been a lot of growth with Pam and Tommy. I think there could have been a lot of growth with Pam and Tommy. I hate the fact that they reverted that back and just made Pam go back to being single and Tommy go back to being single dude with who ain't got no job, man. And Cole had his character arc at the end of the show. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one. Most definitely. Hey, that's a good one though. This is a good one though right here. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Most definitely, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see y'all the next one. Till then, deuces.